Welcome everyone to this 15-minute yoga practice to help relieve lower back pain. My name is Joelle. I'm using one yoga block for our practice today. You can also just grab a thick book or two if you don't have a block. And we will get started by slowly moving towards child's pose. So the big toes will come together, the knees can be as wide apart as you would like. The forehead could rest on your block or your book, or directly to the mat. So this practice today will be a combination of stretches like this one and strengthening moves, both of which are essential to really helping relieve and really prevent lower back pain. So take a moment to settle here. Notice how your lower back is feeling. Letting the breath stay soft and steady in and out through the nose without forcing. Honoring our bodies today and really looking to feel better. And lift up now towards an all fours position. Move your block forwards just a little bit to place the crown of the head onto it now. We'll take a few cat-cows just with our lower back, so arching and rounding through just your lower spine. The upper back is staying as still as possible here. I like to squeeze my glutes as I tuck the tailbone under, rounding through the lower back. Might help you find just a tiny bit of extra range of motion. Really bringing attention to this part of the body. Let's press ourselves up, move the block to the side for now. Lower yourself really slowly down onto your stomach, no rush. You can keep the feet fairly wide here, about as wide as your mat, for a few baby cobras. So on the inhale, lifting up the head, lifting up the hands, making the spine work here, and exhale to lower down. Each going at our own pace, following our breath. It is much more about the quality of your movement than quantity. Next time you lift up, we'll turn this into a Sphinx pose. So the forearms are resting down. The heart is shining forwards and the shoulders are nice and released behind you. Another example of a stretch here, remaining for a few breaths. And if anything doesn't feel quite right for you today, feel free to skip a move or adjust it as necessary. As we release out of that one, releasing the forehead to the mat, arms extend out in front of us, and we're going to swim. So raising opposite arm and leg at the same time. So right arm raises with left leg, keep the elbows straight, and then left arm and right leg. And again, this is a deliberate movement. We're not rushing. We're noticing how this feels in our body. Another strengthening move here. It's really making our lower back muscles work in a conscientious manner. Let's finish it out with one more move here. And release. Beautifully done. That one is not easy. Bring the palms to the mat in front of you just to help yourself press up. We'll come back towards child's pose, keeping the knees closer in together. The forehead could return to your block, or you can make a little ball with the body. Arms alongside your legs, just like a little embryo here. And then sit yourself up. Wonderful. We're coming towards seated, so if you'd like to sit on your block or on a cushion, you're more than welcome to. You can also sit directly on the mat as you extend the right leg out at a diagonal, sole of the left foot in towards the inner thigh, right hand on left knee, left hand on right shoulder, We're going to open and close the body. So inhale to extend your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to return it to your right shoulder. This is one of my favorite moves for the lower back. And it might take a little getting used to, but this is a great practice to return to regularly. You'll catch on quick. Wonderful. Let's let that go. Switching out the legs, so left leg extends, right leg bends, readjusting our seat. And same thing, left hand on right knee, right hand on left shoulder. Inhale the hand up towards the sky, and exhale to close off the body. Following your breath, moving slowly and deliberately. Noticing where you feel sensation with this movement, whether one side may be more challenging than the other. Last one. And release. Wonderful. It might feel good to circle the shoulders back a few times or give yourself a little shake here. We'll lift ourselves up off of that block if you were using one. Plant both feet to the mat in front of you, fairly far ahead, so that we can fold the upper body over our legs. The forehead could dangle, it could rest to the knees or to the backs of the hands. Everything is really heavy and relaxed here. The entire spine is rounded. Should feel like a great stretch for the lower back. And I know that lower back pain is very common. It's one of the areas my students ask about the most. So well done to you for carving out some time today to take care of yourself. As we come out of that one, rolling all the way back down onto our backs. Settling the soles of both feet into the mat. Slide both hands under the small of your back now. Either one or both hands should do it. We're going to tighten the abs to really squash the hands underneath the lower back. And release. So on your exhale, you're tightening the entire core. You're pressing the hands through the floor. And on the inhale, you're releasing. So just feel that one out. This will look and feel a little bit different for everyone. It's a great way to protect our lower back from future tension. And then let's free up those hands. Nicely done. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat and see if you can touch the outside of each ankle. So we're kind of rocking the upper body left and right here, touching one ankle and then the other. At your own pace. Let's see if we can do 10 more here. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Abs are working hard. Keep them tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to center. Let that go. Slowly lowering. Notice how you feel. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. So supine pigeon, you could stay right here, or you can drop both legs still crossed towards the right. The right knee might be dangling, and that's perfectly fine. I also like to bring my block underneath that knee for a bit of support, so that's an option for you too. The gaze can be on the ceiling, or you could turn your head towards the left. Feel free to shift around. We'll be here for a few breaths, so find whatever works best for your body today. Final deep breath. And then bringing the legs back to center, uncrossing that ankle. You can move your block over to the other side if you'd like, so that the left ankle can cross over the right knee. Maybe both legs fall towards the left. Maybe there's a block to catch hold of that outer left thigh. The head can turn towards the right if you'd like. Maybe you rest the left hand to the stomach to feel the breath traveling in and out as the stomach rises and falls. Back to center once more, uncrossing the ankle, settling the entire spine into the mat. Abs are tight and we're going to walk in place. So we're pulling one knee in towards the heart, setting that foot down and then switching sides. This is going to make our abs work. It's making our hip flexors, so the front of the hips and thighs work hard. Another nice way of protecting our lower spine. See if you can find that extra half an inch with every move. We'll let that one go. Let's widen the feet now, so towards the outer edges of the mat. Let the knees fall in towards one another, kind of a knock-kneed position. You could return both hands to your stomach if you'd like, closing the eyes. Settling the lower back into the mat, but without pressing too hard. We're just taking a little break here. And then bringing the feet a little bit closer in towards one another. Press them down into the mat to lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes. And holding a bridge pose. So again, we're here for a few breaths. This is a great strengthening move. The glutes are staying squeezed, activating another area of muscle that will help to protect our vulnerable lower back. Keep lifting, find that extra half an inch. I know you've got it in you. And then let's bring our block underneath the lower spine, setting ourselves gently down on top of it. You could keep the feet flat here if this is enough sensation. You do also have the option of extending one or both legs if you'd like a little bit more. Really let the body sink into the floor here. The heels are heavy, shoulders are heavy. Everything releases. Beautiful. Step the feet back in if you'd extended. Press them down, squeeze the glutes to lift just to remove that block, and lower yourself back down. Hugging one knee and then the other in towards your heart. Might feel nice to sway a little bit from left to right here, letting everything go, massaging through the lower spine, thanking yourself for your strength and for honoring what your body needed today. I would also strongly recommend that you join my 3-day series for lower back pain. The link is on screen and in the description of the video, and each practice will only take you 10 minutes. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a beautiful day.